Look at this. Game 2, we are not going to see a crash. We're going to be just fine. How about that? We have TaToH as Vikings, Slam as Huns, so we're reversing civs. We will see a water map. Oh, this plays massively in the favor of TaToH. This map, last map had some lakes. This map is all water. And look at the deer, look at the gold. This is amazing. Look at this. What a map. There is going to be anything and everything these players want, except for maybe wood. There's a couple of punier wood lines, but in the end, if you can win the water, you're going to win this game for sure. There is one open area, and I believe, I could be wrong, you know, but I think this is Slam's best chance. He needs to do something with that little bridge before it gets walled up. I don't know. Vikings without fire ships kind of suck. Interesting. Well, please re-slam. Oh yeah, Pyrosaurix, absolutely right. This is an incredibly difficult map for Slam, who's probably just now scouting around. It looks like he might have 2 scouts. Oh, we have the wolf on the prowl this game. Very cool, the hunting wolf. This map is rooster is blank. Yes, it's a bit of a roostery map. Look at this. TaToH coming across that bridge with his hunting wolf. If TaToH walls that center up, I just don't see how Slam can win. But you know what? I'm not here to predict. I'm just here to cast. Lots of relics on both islands. It seems like TaToH has a few more than Slam. Hunting wolf v hunting wolf on the front. Octagonal D. Huns can't even imp trush. It's going to be a really... Octagonal D, love that name. It's going to be... Oh man, this is a tough map. Are you a brony, Killer B? I don't know what that means. Brony. Probably not, since I don't know what it means. Yeah, so the hunting wolf, we've seen these earlier in some other games. They're a pretty nasty little creature early in the game. Can certainly grab villagers left and right. Am I a brony? A jabroni? I remember jabroni. But yeah, Slam needs to out of this. It is currently at 5 minutes and 47 seconds. Anyway, okay. So we're going to see plenty of gold for both players. Castle Age start as usual for these first couple games. Tons of resources on both sides. I actually like TaToH's map a bit more in the end. You know, this huge double deer patch, although he's probably going to go and focus on water. Always nice to have that deer patch there. You like My Little Pony. Oh, look at this. A little deer laming going on here from TaToH. TaToH's doing a really nice job with that hunting wolf. As far as I know, the hunting wolf does heal as well. So as it's not fighting, it can heal up. Because your follow emoticon looks like a pony being. Oh, interesting. Is that what that creepy character is from? Not going to see a villager kill here. I don't think. TaToH is maybe a little bit too all-in. Oh, well, I could be wrong. He is going to get a villager kill. Fire ship out on the water for Slam right away. Oh my god, rest in peace deer. Yes, quite a few deer getting chopped down there. Killer B is a jabroni beating, pie eating hard stuff. Okay. Arclight knows a little, he knows a little bit about the, that was The Rock, right? That called people, no, it was Steve Austin? I don't know. You gotta remind me. I'm getting old. Unfortunately, it looks like Slam's gonna run into some arrow fire, and this is just not good at all for Slam. He's walled the center, which is fine. He has a fire ship out, which is nice. He can slow his opponent down. We have not seen docks yet from TaToH, which is interesting. Just working with that hunting wolf at the moment. But man, it feels like it should be a major advantage for TaToH. But Slam's going to play this out. He does have the first fire ship out, and he's going to be basically patrolling the waters and ready to deny any early action. The water is connected on the back for both players, and we can see from the fog of war, Slam is on his opponent's side. What Slam has done beautifully here is his hunting wolf is where's his hunting wolf? Oh, sorry, I got overzealous. What Slam has done great here is, well, where's his wolf? It looks like Slam has done a nice job to wall out his opponent. He's scouting around his opponent's island with the fire ship. TaToH not going water at least so far. TaToH is not going water. Still waiting for your stream. Oh, Foxy's probably talking to somebody else. Oh, Gloken. Yeah, Gloken stream's awesome. Second TC coming for TaToH. Or third TC, rather. Slam on the other side is going with 1 TC aggression. Interesting start to this game. I thought for sure we would see TaToH on water, and I was totally wrong. Killer B should not speculate. TaToH did a nice job to kill some deer early on Slam's side. Going to certainly slow down his terrestrial food output. Hey, Rayfo, welcome. But, you know, Slam has water for the moment. He's going to be fishing very happily. He's going to be absolutely fine. Grabbing gold as well. Villager count is in TaToH's favor, and it's going to continue to be in TaToH's favor because he has more TCs. But I like Slam's ability to take water. This is a really interesting early play. TaToH not going water, going 3 TCs, blocking off the center island, which I thought Slam would be pushing on. And I was totally wrong. Slam went water. He's got a couple fire ships out, and he's controlling it at the moment. He's controlling the water. He might get outboomed here by TaToH. We'll have to see what happens. So if you missed game one was won by TaToH. TaToH did a really nice job to super early and super aggressively push. In game 2, TaToH's going to boom. It's a good map for booming. There's tons of resources everywhere. Villagers pumping out for TaToH at max rate, I'm sure. Building a monastery, going to grab some relics maybe. But yeah, fire ships just patrolling his waters and still no dock for TaToH. Slam's going to have a transport ship, though. He's going to have some cav archers on the way. And that could be a very interesting play. Best of what, says Foxy. I believe this is a best of 3. Water is key in this game, says Gloken. It's certainly important. I would agree with you. And Vikings win 100% in the end. Hey, we will see. Slam is making a play here. He's going to... Is he going to be able to get around that wall? Yeah, I don't think he was seen there by TaToH. We got to look from TaToH's Fog of War. TaToH going double dock here all of a sudden. But Slam's going to find it with his fire ship. He's at least going to put some damage down. Here come those cav archers, so he's going to deny these docks. Arclight, yes, absolutely. And Slam here, with a little bit of luck, a little bit of good scouting, a little bit of serendipity, I suppose, he's going to walk in just in time to deny TaToH's docks, at least one of them. TaToH's second dock there is up, but I don't think he can do a whole lot. Slam's probably going to be able to take that down with a couple of fire ships before it gets... at the moment, he's queuing nothing. So we'll see what he decides to do. Going to put an archer range of his own on the back. What Slam gets done with these cav archers could decide this game because he's going to get swamped out villager-wise. I think he will eventually. So he's going to run straight for this wood line. He's actually within range of this TC, going to idle a few vills. TaToH is on 3 TCs. Slam on the other side is going to drop a second, and he will have 3 as well. So the big difference here at the moment is, you know, Slam's fishing. TaToH is not. Slam's not fishing hardcore, but Slam's taken over the water, and he's got those 4 cav archers in the back. TaToH's going to quickly start watchtowering up. You can see he has quite a bit of stone. On the other side, Slam not really piling much of anything up. Has those cav archers, will send his transport ship back, and inevitably come with another batch, and there they are. So Slam will have 7 cav archers, and you know, maybe I'm overstating this, but I think he needs to get a lot done with those 7. TaToH with a nice little death valley here. Really arrows on all sides. Slam cannot harass there. He can run around the edge of this archery range and head to the other side, which I think he will momentarily. Gonna take a few shots at some vills here. Not gonna grab one, but idling more of the economy of TaToH. Slam with the lead at the moment, has 6 advantage in military. Ooh, here comes that hunting wolf. I'm not sure that 4 cav archers can take out this hunting wolf, but we'll see. We'll see what Slam gets done. He's going to take it on head on for the moment, going to micro away from it, and eventually TaToH will run that away. On the other side, we see more cav archers coming in and fire ships. TaToH is now on 3 docks. At first you don't succeed. Try again. We will see a conversion there on a cav archer, and Slam will be somewhat pushed back on that side. Still has the 4 initial cav archers, but they're kind of running around in an area that's not a great spot to harass. And to TaToH's credit, he's done a very nice job to build towers and TCs relatively close to each other, relatively close to the resource piles, and he's in a really safe and nice position. Slam's going to keep, I guess he's just going to keep running back and forth in this area. This tower's probably not scaring him incredibly, but it's not the most effective thing that he can do. Unfortunately, where could he be hitting? I guess TaToH's pretty well defended here in his eco. Villager counts have stabilized. They are about dead equal at the moment. Slam not building any more fishing. I don't think he's going to do that quite yet. Does have a couple galleys out and 4 docks. TaToH on the other side has 3 docks, has quite a few galleys out, and we see fire ships v galleys now. Ooh, quick demo ship there from TaToH. Really nice play. TaToH is on point at the moment. And it looks like we're going to see a continued harassment from these Cav Archers, but they're going to get cleaned up. They're on such low HP now. TaToH's going to do a great job here to wall in that backside so Slam cannot run amok through the back of his eco. Meanwhile, TaToH with the galleys on the front, starting to harass Slam, going to start taking down some ships. This is a nice play from TaToH. He does seem to have the numbers advantage. Interestingly, he's running straight for the transport. That's not ideal. He took some extra arrow fire there that he probably shouldn't have. But I think he's going to be okay. I think TaToH's going to win this water. But I could be wrong. It's 5v5 now on galleys. In the end, I think TaToH should be able to continue to reinforce that army and take on Slam in his own area. And that could be a problem for Slam. At the moment, Slam is just hanging out with 2 Cav Archers in the back. A Skirm or another Cav Archer here could probably do a pretty good job to clean up that aggression from TaToH. Slam's transport is still alive, and there is the War Galley upgrade. Ballistics coming for both players. TaToH will have War Galley as well, so by the time he runs back home, he will have a War Galley. He's going to have 3 docks to Slam's 4. Slam is, he's queuing up War Galleys in most of those docks, and here come 5 more Cav Archers. So we have a water war. We have the water war that we expected. Look at this, though. Slam's going to go around the horn. Very nice strategy. I think he's going to completely avoid TaToH's army here. Man, I love the amount of risk in that. You know, that's 5 Cav Archers that would have certainly died had they been discovered. So they're going to run around the horn, and we are going to see a major engagement. I think he needs to send Vittles and Tower Rush with Cav Archers. Yeah, that could work. I'm fine with that strategy. Yeah, everything is pretty connected on that side, and Slam is not going to transport forever. At some point, TaToH's going to wall him out, but we will get to that. At the moment, what we have is a huge galley war. Slam's got the upgrade advantage with the 1 extra damage, so he is going to push TaToH back. TaToH has the reinforcement advantage. TaToH just went for castle push. Interesting. I'm not sure what you mean. I think he's going to drop one. Meanwhile, on the other side, Slam has walked all the way around the horn, or has sailed all the way around the horn with that transport ship. He will be jumping into the backside of TaToH's economy. Look at this. Castle coming up on the edge. Maybe that's what Glocken was saying. I should have copied that too. I mean Slam. Oh, Slam. I gotcha. Yeah, Slam is in with Cav Archers on the backside. He's going to continue to try to harass this eco as much as possible. Look at this. Slam has actually won the water for the moment. He has cut TaToH off from his reinforcing docks, which could be really important. TaToH continuing to fight this fight. Eventually, I feel like he's going to whittle Slam down just because he is a Vikings player. But, you know, Slam has really great micro. He's a good water player. He's a good all-around player, so maybe he can pull this out. Cav Archers in the eco of TaToH did a little bit of damage, but what is important right now is those docks. Slam should certainly take this one down any moment. He's only shooting it with 1 galley, but he'll take that dock down. He'll slowly creep across, continuing to take down docks. Meanwhile, TaToH, with his relatively small navy, is going to work his way around the horn to hit Slam. Someone... Huns greater than Vikings on water map confirmed. Someone messaged TaToH so we can ask him to lose. You want to see 3 games. I know what you mean. Me too. Cav Archers in on the back with War Galleys in support. Nice little castle here from TaToH, I would say, to protect that area. The problem is he has a lot of open space. TaToH on the other side is trying to get some harassment in. He can idle a wood line or 2 and do some damage, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Slam is over here on the other side with a relatively large army, just whittling away those docks. It's tricky when starting in castle. Yes, yes indeed. That does change things. It certainly does. The early water control from Slam was actually pretty impressive, and maybe it's going to be enough. It certainly looks like he's in really, really good shape here. The house bonus too, the early free wood. Yeah, fair enough. Good points, guys. You should have told me that 25 minutes ago when we started this one. Yeah, so Imperial Age coming for TaToH. Slam is going to eventually clean up this army. Looks like he may lose this particular fight, but he will eventually clean it up. TaToH's still trying to sneak out some ships, which he is doing. But after that, investment cav archers, I would think TaToH would easily take the water. Yes, I agree. Looks like TaToH's going to lose water here. He's going to beat an imp. He's going to have to do something special. But it is a tournament game, and tournament games are where we see players do special things. So maybe that's what's going to happen. Lumber camp coming up on the side here from TaToH. That's going to be harassed from water, I would guess, at some point in this game, since his opponent controls the seas. So yeah, Slam is going to put the nail in the coffin of TaToH's navy. Military units for TaToH at the moment is 10, Slam on 35. Mostly ships, but has a couple cav archers as well. TaToH's going to have a castle in defense. He's going to try to rebuild his navy in the shadow of that castle. He's going to actually have a dock on the other side in the shadow of his other castle. So that's a just fine play. I'm happy with that. I'm not surprised by it. I think that's very nice of him. TaToH's doing a good job here to do what he can, but it seems like he's in a lot of trouble. This is a really, really troublesome position. Trying to boom back up and build more war galleys on the water. Trying to give it another go. Hope TaToH's going for dragon boats. Hope he's going for something crazy, One Piece. I think he needs to throw up a Hail Mary at this point. But you know what? He is to Imperial. He is going to grab Galleon. And he will be building galleons. So he will have the upgrade advantage, but a huge numbers disadvantage. I'm not sure he can win this back. But, you have to try. Slam's one transport ship is still alive here, just on a couple of HP. Interestingly, just kind of hanging out. Villager count at the moment is plus 12 in Slam's favor, but he has a ton of idols. Why does Slam have so many idle vills? Because TaToH is over here harassing with a couple of galleys, I suppose. A couple of ships in there. Oh, Slam's starting to outpost all around. Very smart play from Slam. Your opponent in a map like this may try to land you to even and settle the score. So Slam's going to build outposts. He's going to have a little siege ready. Interesting. Slam with one ram, maybe more. Yep, rams on the way for Slam. Slam ram is real. He is continuing to dwindle away TaToH's his army on the water. Meanwhile, it looks like Slam, building a couple docks on the back, will be able to take this down. Slam's done a nice job. He's building a couple of docks on the back side, and I guess he's just going to wait for his opponent to harass him, and when he does, he can put those docks into use and reinforce and re-win his side. In the end, Slam has stabilized the ship. He will be Imperial, or he is Imperial, plus 20 population at the moment. Most of that's military. All the fishing is dead now. Villager counts are plus 10 for Slam as well. Slam's coming with more docks. He's coming with capped rams. So TaToH actually has reboomed his navy. Looks like he will be working his way around the Horn with galleons. I bet TaToH would take water, Castle Age, and GG. Yeah, I thought he had a really good I thought he had a massive map advantage, but you know what? For the moment, he's in a lot of trouble. Slam's big navy there in the center is balled up and is on the prowl. Eventually, we're going to see those rams push out across this island and maybe start to pound down the area here. Slam has no stone for a castle, neither does TaToH. Neither player really bulking up any resources, doing a good job to spend what they have while they have it. TaToH's going to work around the Horn. Can we see the relics and who has more? Absolutely, we can see that. Maybe the quickest way is just to look at the monastery. I believe there's just one for each player. So Slam has a relic. TaToH has 3. Yeah, we can check out the overlay, but, for the sake of time, we'll just say 1 to 3. Meanwhile, ships on the water doing a nice job to slowly pick away at TaToH's area. I like TaToH's little bit of a gamble here. He's going to walk all the way. He's going to sail all the way around the sea and try to harass the wood line. Wood is kind of a problem. Screw map and civ advantages. I want to win. Yeah, earlier galleys would have sucked against fire ships. Agreed. Absolutely. Yeah, TaToH's gonna work around here. He's gonna snipe down these outposts, which is maybe not ideal, but One nice thing that he can do with his small navy is try to harass the wood of Slam. I suppose there's a lot of wood on this side and some stone that he can harass that from water. Meanwhile, TaToH's starting to boom up a bit of a navy here. Military units starting to get close to even, so he's getting back into the game on water. Meanwhile, Slam building a castle. Where is his castle? Slam's castle is on the front, going to do a nice job to reinforce that area. He has still not pushed out with those rams. Let's see how many he's got. Slam with just 3 rams, not really gearing up for a huge terrestrial push. At the moment, it is Navy. And TaToH is actually, he's gaining a little bit of ground. He's going to take down some docks. He's going to take a fight against Slam on the other side, which I believe TaToH has the advantage on. We have +4. Yep, looks like they are equally upgraded. But I think the numbers advantage here is in TaToH's favor. Could be wrong, hard to tell when the galleys are all balled up, but it seems like maybe not the greatest fight for Slam. Slam seems to be giving away a lot of units. Here he comes with more galleys, so he'll be able to continue that fight. But on the other side, TaToH is certainly winning the back end of Slam's eco. He's going to be able to take down any ships that get built from these docks, and probably the docks themselves if he gets enough time. Slam's navy is working on the other side. He seems to be on the offensive. He's going to come around and try to hit TaToH again, doing a nice job actually running around his transport ship to distract his opponent. Thought Slam would want that to maybe land TaToH somewhere. TaToH does have a second monastery, so he's grabbing more relics. Let's look at the relics. So TaToH has 4. He's gathered 1,700 gold. A huge advantage over Slam's 1 relic. So good point on the relics. Who's asking me about relics? Arclight. Good point. Yeah, so it looks like TaToH is actually riding the ship. Sorry for the pun. Slam now with 41 military units, and TaToH starting to take that water back over. But here comes Slam with a bit of a terrestrial push. He's got 5 rams in play, and that is it. Nothing to support them at all. He can tank a lot of arrow fire from the galleys, but without anything to support his rams, he's just going to get knocked down by these villagers. Slam also has the middle with 3 gold piles. Ooh, incredible point. Sorry about that, Arclight. I don't know how I sort of glossed over that point. Yes, Slam has landed the middle. He is happily mining away, and you can see he has a transport to bring more vills as the time goes on. So as this game goes longer and longer, maybe Slam gets a bigger advantage, but for now, TaToH has a decent amount of gold left. Siege Ram's gonna make it or break it, says Desert Foxy. We shall see. Siege Rams are there. There's 5 of them. They need a little bit of support, in my humble opinion. Water is TaToH's now. TaToH has won back the water. I think Slam took his foot off the pedal a little bit because, you know, you're playing against Vikings. TaToH did a nice job to build those docks in the shadow of his castles, which in the end allowed him to reboom his navy. The question is, did he spend too much resource doing it? Does Slam still have a huge advantage here because he now has the center? He has plus 40 villagers. Cannon galleys, though, coming from TaToH like that play, he can harass even more from water, which he will soon. I predict he will soon win. We are going to see potentially a major engagement here. Slam is here. He's got quite a few galleys. He does seem to have less than his opponent, but he's going to take this fight. And it looks like TaToH will happily take that fight because I think he's going to be able to take Slam down. Look at this, though. Slam on the other side with another huge navy, seemingly out of nowhere. And all of a sudden, Slam is back on the prowl. Those rams can come back in under the protection of the arrow fire of the galleys. Slam's second group of galleys going to be headed back home. Siege Rams have made their way in. What happened? Siege Rams all of a sudden just out of nowhere, but as we said, it's a little bit of a problem because villagers there can rush them down. Galleys should do a good job to protect the ones that are within range of the water, but I think this one's going to go down for free, and this one as well. But in the end, the castle does drop on that side, so Slam taking back control of the water. Meanwhile, TaToH has a massive amount of galleys on the other side, but at the moment, he is not doing a whole lot. Transport, it must be. He's not doing a whole lot on that backside. He's got a huge navy there. He's going to pick some vills. He's doing a good job. But he is in the shadow of a castle. He's taking some pretty free arrow fire. Slam building siege rams up the wazoo. We can see that on the left side. The galleys and siege rams are pushing, and the push is real. Castle here from TaToH. Ooh, teleported like that. Is going to stand for the moment. So those siege rams did go down in the end. Both players really taking on each other's castles with galleys at this point. Slam still with a huge villager advantage. He's now pulled out to about a 40 villager lead. Still happily taking gold on the center. Has a treb up there in the center. Not sure what he can reach with that treb, but the water fight is going to be real. Looks like TaToH's ready to take this on in the shadow of his castle. This castle needs to be tasked to hitting these galleys. I think it can reach him. There it goes. Okay, good. Use the demo ship to take out 3 siege rams. Oh, I didn't even see that arc light. Yeah, demo ship versus rams. How about that? Nice little play there then from TaToH. Sorry I missed it. This commentary is bunk. It's crap. But meanwhile, Slam will get that castle down, and he's starting to take over the front area of TaToH's base. Very interesting that Slam was able to do that. TaToH had a huge naval advantage, and he pushed on the backside. He did kill quite a few vills, but I don't know. I don't like that fight. I feel like he lost a lot of ships in the arrow fire of that castle. Meanwhile, Slam is on the other side. He is splitting his navy in half and sort of doubling up on TaToH. His siege rams for the moment are dead. TaToH did a nice job to build rams in defense to slow that down. And TaToH's on the other side, and he's doing a good job to harass Slam. Try to hit him where it hurts. Slam's castle there seems like a very nice location. He's going to be able to defend those resources. And I think for the moment, Slam has a pretty major advantage, but TaToH's stabilized this a little. The ground push is slowed down quite a lot. He's at least alive. The problem is, as Arclight is saying, that Slam has landed the center island and is going to be happy as a clam taking gold for the rest of the game. Meanwhile, TaToH is eventually going to run out. Dropping a castle on that corner seems nice, can defend this stone, but I don't know, it's very interesting. Slam has that center gold, but TaToH has quite a few more relics. Let's look at relics again. TaToH with 6 relics and 3,000 relic gold to Slam's 2. So in the end, the rule of thumb, I guess, is each relic is worth an Imperial Age gold miner. Oh, forget about that. We have action on the side. We have many villagers coming forward from Slam. Here's the castle drop that I think Gloken was saying he wanted to see. Castle drop right in the area of TaToH. Not going to be the most aggressive castle, but it's going to be a launching point. One castle here, and then Slam will build another one slightly more forward, and he will start to creep into the eco of his opponent. Nearly has enough stone for another castle. TaToH in defense can build a castle soon, but I don't think he's going to get a chance, because look at this. Slam is all in. This has to be 20 vills at least coming forward to build castles. Gloken's such an expert. Absolutely. That's a true statement. And look at this. The Tarkans that everyone wanted to see last game, are in the eco of TaToH, and this seems like the end of the end for TaToH. He's going to hang on for a moment and keep fighting this, but man, it seems like this is over. So, villagers working their way across the map. Slam deciding not to build this. GG. GG from TaToH. So there you have it. Game 2.